Hello everyone. Today's story is a math adventure and it's called Shmequal. It's by Virginia Kroll and it's illustrated by Philomena O'Neill. On the front of the book, when we open it up, Virginia gives us a little clue about what the book's going to be about. She's dedicated the book to her 6 children. And she says here, for my half dozen who are divided equally, Sarah, Hannah and Katya, the girls, and Seth, Joshua and Noah, the boys. 3 girls, 3 boys, make 6. Half of 6 is 3, so they're equal. So this is what the story's about. A little brown mouse sat under a leaf watching a school picnic. The children finished eating and began to play. Some played tag. Some chose teams for a game. The 2 sides have to be equal, one of them shouted. The children pulled on the ends of a rope. One team was pulled over a line. The other team cheered, "Hooray, we won, we won!" Then one of the teachers called to the children. They all got into a big yellow bus that drove off down the road. All was quiet. That looked like fun. "Hey, Bear," called Mouse, "come out and play." Bear walked out from the trees. "What do you want to play?" "It's a game," squeaked Mouse. "You take one end of the rope and I take the other. We both pull to see who wins." Can you see what's wrong already? Bear gave the rope a mighty yank. Mouse flew across the field. She landed on the ground with a thump. "Hey," said Bear, "where did you go?" "No fair," squealed Mouse. She picked herself up. "I forgot that teams have to be equal." "Equal, Shmequal," said Bear. Suddenly, sharp claws grabbed Mouse. It was Bobcat. "Gotcha!" he snarled. "Help!" squealed Mouse. Bear stood up on his hind legs and growled, "Let Mouse go, right now." Bobcat whimpered, "I just want to join the game. See, Wolf's right here, he wants to play too." Wolf stepped out into the open. Mouse brushed off her fur. She said in her bravest voice, "Of course you guys can play. Everyone can play as long as the teams are equal." "Equal, Shmequal," said Bear. He reached into one of the trash cans and pulled out a half-eaten sandwich. Rabbit hopped into the field. "Can we play too?" Rabbit asked. Box Turtle plodded close behind. "What does equal mean anyway?" he asked. "Equal means fair," explained Mouse. "We should divide into 2 equal teams somehow." "Equal, Shmequal," Bear mumbled with a mouthful of chocolate cake. "Let's try meat eaters against plant eaters," said Rabbit. "That would be fair." "What about Turtle and me?" asked Mouse. "We eat anything small enough." "Well," said Rabbit, "what are your favourite foods?" Mouse replied, "I like blackberries best." "I eat mostly bugs," said Turtle, "but my favourite food is dandelions." "If you like plants best, you belong on my team," said Rabbit. "So it's rabbits that only eat meat against the rest of us." Bobcat laughed. "You think this is equal? Ha!" With just one hard pull, he and Wolf yanked Mouse, Rabbit and Turtle across the line. They landed in a heap. "That wasn't equal," Turtle complained, peeking from his shell. Bobcat said. Everyone with fur go to one side. Anyone without fur go to the other. But that left only Turtle on a team. That couldn't be equal. Does anyone know what halves are? Rabbit asked. I've heard the farmer talking about halves. Halves are what you get when you make two groups with the same number, Mouse said. We can't make halves because there are 5 of us. Just then Mouse saw hooves behind a bush. Hey, she said, maybe Deer will want to play. Then we can make halves. Deer slowly stepped out of the woods. It looks like fun, she said, but I want to keep an eye on Wolf and Bobcat. I'll pull from behind them. The animals lined up, 3 on one side and 3 on the other. They pulled, but once again, Mouse, Rabbit and Turtle were easily dragged over the line. No fair, complained Rabbit. They're all big and we're all small, so it isn't equal at all. You're right, said Mouse. The numbers are equal, but that doesn't make the teams equal. Equal, Shmequal, Bear exclaimed, finishing off a piece of pizza. The animals scowled at each other, everyone talking at the same time. It's no fair, you're so much bigger. You're just mad because you lost, and you don't care if the teams are equal as long as you win. Mouse sat by herself and tried to think of a new idea. She tapped a tiny foot and twirled a wiry whisker. Listen, said Mouse. Listen up, she said louder. I have an idea. The animals stopped fighting. Well, said Bobcat, what's your great idea? I thought that instead of equal numbers, she exclaimed, our teams could have equal weights. We could use the seesaw to figure it out. And we'll finish the story in part 2.